Opening prayer. Yoga Ganpati Moola Mantra. Om Ham Sam Ham Bhagavate Nitya Yoga Yuktaya Satchidananda Rupine Vinayakaya Namaha. Dakshinamurti Guru Stotra. Ishvaro Guru Ratmeti Murti Veda Vipakine Vyomavatyaptadehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Swami Vivekananda Prarthana. Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukha Swarupaya Swamine Tapaharine Swamine Tapaharine. Samarasya prayer for harmony from Rigveda. Om Sangachatvam Sambhadadvam Sambho Manasi Janatam Deva Bhagayata Pure Sanjanana Upasate Samano Mantra Samiti Samani Samanam Manasah Chittamesham Samanam Mantram Abhimantrayeva Samanena Bhohavisha Juhomi Samani Va Ahutihi Samana Hridayani Vava Samanamastu Go Manaha Yatha Vastu Sahasati. Panchangam. Adhyadana Panchangam. Saptavinshatyadhika Ekashatottara Panchasahasratama Kaliyugabdaha Shri Vishwavaso Nama Samvatsaraha Dakshinayinam Sharadrutuhu Margashiramasaha Shuklapakshaha Pratipattitihi Anuradha Nakshatram Adhiganda Yogaha Bhavakaranam Bhruguvasaraha. Today's date 21st November 2025 Friday. Titeshcha Shriyamamnoti Bharatayushya Vardhanam Nakshatradharate Papam Yoga Roga Nivaranam Karanat Karya Siddhischa Panchanga Phalamuttamam Sarvesham Shubhastu.
So let's chant today's prayer, today's shloka, lead and follow. Aparyaptam tadasmakam
Aparyaptam tadasmakam Aparyaptam tadasmakam
Balam bhishmabhirakshitam
Balam bhishmabhirakshitam Balam bhishmabhirakshitam
Aparyaptam tadasmakam Balam bhishmabhirakshitam
Aparyaptam tadasmakam Balam bhishmabhirakshitam Aparyaptam
त्विदमेतेषाम् बलं भीमाभिरक्षितम् पर्याप्तं त्विदमेतेषां बलं भीमाभिरक्षितम् अपर्याप्तं तदस्माकं बलं भीष्माभिरक्षितं पर्याप्तं त्विदमेतेषां बलं भीमाभिरक्षितम् While chanting this shloka, one has to be a little aware that Bhishmabhirakshitam and Bhimabhirakshitam can get interchanged. So we have to be careful about it. Okay, let us look at the shloka word split first. Aparyaptam tad asmakam balam Bhishmabhirakshitam. Paryaptam tu idam etesham balam Bhimabhirakshitam. Okay, so we are looking at the shloka, which is kind of a summary of conversation that has happened so far, where Duryodhana is talking about the strength, they say strength and weakness analysis. They say SWAT or something, SWAT, right? So strength and weakness analysis is being done, and this is how it is. Not unlike today's warfare, where you don't get to see the strength of somebody else or weakness, and there is always deception. There is no deception involved. You can see who are there, what is there in front, and they can see what is there in front. Based on this, certain strategies in the field can change. So therefore, that is called dharma. Dharma yuddha was not only dharma yuddha. It is yuddha for dharma. But there also they had certain rules that initially were being followed. And this is one of them. You don't start fighting. You have to first announce that I am ready to fight, and then the other person also has to announce, yes, I am now ready to fight, and we can fight. Like that, there were many rules. So here he is summarizing and telling Aparyaptam tadasmakam. Here there are two interpretations. I will take both so you understand from two angles. One angle is Asmakam Balam, our strength. Bhishmabhirakshitam. Who is the commander-in-chief? Bhishma of the army of Kauravas. And he is telling that our strength is Aparyaptam. Aparyaptam means that our strength, we are not strong enough. Now question will come, how is it possible? Because Kauravas have 11 Akshohinis, plus there are many people, like you have Dronacharya, you have Bhishma, so many strong people on their side. Whereas there are only 7 Akshohinis. Akshohinis means you can say fleet of army that is present on this side, on Pandava's side. But still Duryodhana feels that for various reasons. So I will give few reasons. First reason, Duryodhana feels that because Bhishma is old. Second, Duryodhana feels that Bhishma is always for dharma. But due to his vow, he has to fight in the Kauravas camp, from the side of Kauravas camp. So there is some kind of soft-heartedness towards Pandavas. This is the feeling of Duryodhana. Whereas on the other side, we have Bhima. So Bhima is commander-in-chief. He is young. right? And he is also having that kind of a vow that I will kill all the Kauravas. That is a vow that he had in his mind. So all this is there in his mind. So therefore he says, and he knows that dharma is not in our side. Somehow unconsciously he has chosen material from spirituality. That is how you can see. He chose the army of Krishna, not Krishna. So he is a little materialistic in his approach, and he is also adharmic. Therefore he has some fear. This is one interpretation. Therefore he thinks our army, though it has so many Akshohinis and so many great warriors, we still are aparyaptam, insufficient in our strength. And the second interpretation is that we are having a big army, bigger than the Pandavas, and it is being protected, or it is being headed by Bhishma. And Bhishma is having Sukshma Buddhi and a lot of experience and is very much competent as a warrior. Whereas Bhima is Chanchala Buddhi. His Buddhi, he is a very young person, he acts out of, he reacts without thinking much. That is what the thought is. And therefore, the other side is weak, our side is sufficient in Balam. Both the interpretations are there. So this is how he summarizes. Thank you.
Sincerity, thy name is Sri Shiva Shankar Sai. Honesty, probity, integrity, your name is Sri Shiva Shankar Sai. Guru Bhakti, Daiva Bhakti are personified in Sri Shiva Shankar Sai. Yesterday, during the lunch, we all enjoyed the beautiful, delicious, tasty holiga. We ate. All the people connected with Prashanti Kutir, teaching, non-teaching, employees, everybody had enjoyed it. And that is given by Sri Shiva Shankar Sai. Do you know the reason? It is not his birthday. It is his Guru's birthday, his Master's birthday, his God's birthday. Sri Satya Sai is an inspirer all over the world. Yesterday, today, tomorrow and day after, in connection with the centenary celebrations of Sri Satya Sai, all his disciples, all his followers are doing service to the society. The only gift that Sri Satya Sai has given to his disciples is to serve the society, love the society, be devoted to the society. That instruction is 100% imbibed in the blood of Sri Shiva Shankar Sai. Therefore, out of his pocket, he spent a lot of money, and we all enjoyed the wonderful gift yesterday on behalf of Prashanti Kutir, on behalf of all the inmates of this Prashanti Kutir. I profusely thank him. I pray to God Almighty that he should be blessed with more and more money, more and more generosity, to serve the society in a better, healthier way. Hari Om Tat Sat.
So we are in auspicious times of the centenary of Sri Satya Sai Babaji, and today is also Shukravara, that is Kartika Shukravara, which is very auspicious and favorable for Lakshmi Devi, for all collective prosperity. So on this occasion, S-VYASA's division of Yoga Spirituality will enter into an MOU with Indica Yoga, which is a vertical of Indic Academy. So this will happen later in the presence of Guruji, Vice Chancellor and all the authorities of the university. So for the signing of the MOU, we have Dr. Vinay Chandra ji here. I would invite him onto the dais. brief introduction to Indica Yoga and Dr. Vinay Chandra. So Indica Academy is a pioneering institution established by Sri Harikaran Vadlamani, Hyderabad-based social entrepreneur, activist and investor, dedicated to reviving and promoting India's knowledge systems through research, education, publications and community initiatives. One of Indica's major verticals is Indica Yoga, a platform committed to offering authentic, tradition-rooted yoga teachings through courses, global festivals, dialogues and curated learning journeys. Together they have created a vibrant ecosystem that connects seekers worldwide with classical India's wisdom, and it's an honor that Dr. Vinay Chandra ji, who is the co-founder of Indica Yoga, is here with us for the MOU signing. And he is Dr. Vinay Chandra. A couple of words about Dr. Vinay Chandra. He is the director of the Center of Indian Knowledge Systems at the Chanakya University and serves as a core member of the university's strategic initiatives. And while he is the co-founder of Indica, he is also an alumnus of S-VYASA University, doing his MSc Yogic Sciences earlier, one of the earliest batches in S-VYASA. Dr. Vinay Chandra travels extensively, particularly across Europe, sharing Indian psychology, yoga darshana, Vedic wisdom to global audiences. His scholarship is matched by a rare humility, making him a respected voice in international yoga community. And more importantly, in recent times, he is the chief organizer of the Mysore Yoga Festival. Since last 3 years it is being organized. Last year also, our Honorable Guruji and our Vice Chancellor Sir graced the festival. This year too, it is scheduled to happen in December on the same dates of our Incofaira. That is 18th to 21st of December. So he ensures by this yoga festival that to continue to attract global attention to authentic yoga. And just a couple of words about the nature of the MOU and how it is going to be worked out in this university for the benefit of the student. Because it is for the student community, I felt that I will share about that also. Today's MOU between S-VYASA University's Division of Spirituality and Indica Yoga marks a significant step in supporting and strengthening traditional yoga scholarship. And we are jointly launching this Yoga Acharya Scholarship. Round of applause, please. Under our MA Yoga Darshana program, under the Division of Yoga Spirituality, a program unique in India for its exclusive focus on yoga texts, philosophy and classical commentatorial tradition. This MA Yoga Darshana program is also the first industry partnership in the country for yoga textual program, where each of the student of the MA Yoga Darshana program during the course of his study will receive a scholarship, Yoga Acharya scholarship to the tune of 1,50,000 rupees. So it will include during the 4 semesters, and also a 3-month internship is also offered at Indica, and that is also with stipend. And in semester breaks, MA Yoga Darshana students will also get to participate in the various activities of Indica. And so this very useful action-oriented MOU is happening today on a very auspicious Shukravara. So I seek all your good wishes, and I request Dr. Vinay Chandra to offer a couple of words on this MOU partnership.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Sabhaye Namaha, Sabhasabhyo Namaha. It's indeed an honor, pleasure, a matter of joy to be here. It's a place where I was 20 years ago. During 2004 to 2006, I came in as a lecturer at the Department of Yoga and Spirituality. After being a teacher, then enrolled for my MSc as well. So I have had various roles within the organization here, and every time I visit, it brings back the memories with that same intensity which I went through at that point. So it's quite overwhelming as always. Having said that, I should also say this has been a place which has inspired thousands and thousands of people like us. It is said about Swami Vivekananda that whatever work he did in his short span of 39 years is good enough to inspire people for next 1,000 years. One such institution that came up has been this S-VYASA Yoga University, and this has been such source of inspiration that thousands and hundreds of students, associates who have gone out, passed out of the corridors of this institute, have been doing their service, offering their contribution to the society in thousand and odd ways. So such is the tapasya of this place, and whether you know it or not, whether you can acknowledge it or not at this point of time, this is really out of the Purva Janma Punya, Purva Janma Sukruta that you are all here, and I am sure one day you will recognize this blessing that you have received in such abundance. Indica Yoga, as Professor Jairaman, a good friend, my senior at Veda Vijnana Gurukulam, and a colleague at Indica Yoga earlier, has shared, Indica is an organization that has committed to promote the Indic wisdom, Indian tradition, Indian thought, and it hopes, it aspires that Indian thought has such a potency to bring about a renaissance in the world. Therefore, any work that is happening anywhere, any part of the country, instead of being a standalone institution, the approach of Indica has been to collaborate, cooperate and work together with other institutions and organizations. And our founder, Sri Harikiran Vadlamani, was so pleased to know about the work that has been happening here. He was here a couple of times, and when Professor Jairam came up with the proposal for this course on Yoga Darshanam, he was particularly interested to support the students through scholarships, and that's how the Yogacharya Fellowship has come up. Because at Indica Yoga, we also believe that from time to time it's necessary to bring back the focus on the authenticity of the learning and teaching traditions. A lot of reductionism, a lot of distortions, a lot of complacency comes along in any path. So there's a need to remove all those things and bring the focus back on authenticity, and that is the work that is happening through the Yoga Darshanam course. And therefore our founder Hari Vadlamani has been extremely pleased to extend his support, and this has been a long overdue process of signing an MOU and getting through the scholarship process. Nevertheless, the scholarship process has already been initiated. There was a rigorous assessment through which eligible candidates were identified, and the notification has been made. Today is just a formality on this auspicious occasion where we are having this signing of MOU. So this, I am sure, will lead to many more such collaborations, and I hope many students and the larger yoga community will be able to benefit from these kinds of exchanges and mutual support systems to build a beautiful ecosystem. Just one last point and I will conclude with it. Today, after NEP, National Education Policy 2020, there is a lot of focus on Indian knowledge systems and its synergy with contemporary knowledge systems. One of the pioneering institutes which started off much before any of these things were popular or fashionable was at S-VYASA. So way back in 2000 itself, when Guruji dreamt of this institution, it was very clear best of the East and best of the West have to be married together. And when he said that, that is what he meant. So in that way, we are all the students, associates of such a pioneering visionary institute, and with God's grace, the ecosystem is also gearing up. Today you have IK centers in IITs, in a lot of premier institutes. So the possibility which is allowing us to do is quite a bit today. So please make most of what you receive here, and any knowledge, every knowledge that you are receiving here will be received with such great respect, honor and openness in the society today. So please make use of it and contribute it back to the society. With these, I once again wish you all the best, all the students who are here, all the faculty members who are here. You are all blessed to be here. Thank you.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु